Hello, everybody. Welcome. I hope you're all doing amazing. All right, let's just get right into it. All right, so we're going to be looking into your energy first. I already was getting the intuitive guided message to say that whatever was happening that was needing to detach from, can't speak. I feel like there was a message. I hope take this however you take it. I obviously mean it in the best way possible, but if it triggers you, then that's always something else you need to look at is if something does, like if it really, oh, no, that's not me, or just really a reactive energy, then it's always good to wonder why, right? Get to the reason, because if it's not, then it's not for you. It's not for you. Throw it away. All right. So I was guided that in the energy right now, the ending of tough cycles is going to feel like that Ten of Sword energy. So this is not the energy of what's going on around you. This is just currently the collective, take it or leave it, but the collective energy that is going through the current feeling of an ending of something that feels like a mental breakdown, right? It feels like a breakdown of some kind of clarity brought in, something you really just didn't want to hear, you didn't want, and it happened anyways. The universe has forced some intense things to happen. Obviously, I'm not looking at you as any kind of, I don't know what's going on, but I know from my own experiences that things have been taken, that precious things, that I wasn't expecting. And yeah, that's Scorpio, right? That's unexpected energy, chaos, storms. It's all part of this divine plan, the cycles, to really grow our mind, our consciousness, to look at things differently. It's like taking those rose-colored glasses off, and things are a little rough sometimes, and that's what makes the good times so important. All right. So yeah. So, all right. Just right on the bottom here, the Hierophant. Definitely that higher spiritual energy. Something's calling, a breakdown of something. This is a total change, direction of traditions. I feel like your traditions, your beliefs, the structures that you're used to in the physical, like instead of a spiritual aspect of, nothing's really off limits. It's always, you always want to learn. It's more, the Hierophant can be more of that having to follow rules and guidelines to be in some kind of like a religion. It can be a marriage, things that really bound us, like if you do this is what's going to happen. But a spiritual way, the universe always kicks our butt for things that we do. That's the part of the lesson, right? Could be past lives or whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's just things naturally happen, right? It's like our bodies are extremely intelligent, our minds are intelligent, how we heal, how we can alchemize, but without that knowledge that I feel like that we've had so long ago about all this healing and our ancestors, all the really sacred knowledge, ancient knowledge, it's been hidden, so kept at a lower frequency, and all these unnatural things, it just really hold us in this frequency of constantly, slowly poisoning our bodies and our minds. All right, so these cards are new to me. It takes me a second, but they really speak to me, I must say. It's beautiful. All right, so butter transformation. These are wands. The Six of Wands. Yeah, so the Six of Wands to me is success, victory, overcoming obstacles, growing and moving, expanding. You can see the wands are all prickly. Something didn't work, right? Something tried to keep you stuck in this nest of thorns, right? But you grew your wings, and within the situation, you realized you could fly, right? Without all those the intensity on the ground, maybe you would never have known that. So, and justice, yeah. It's the energy of what goes up has to come down, dark and light. It's even, it's polar energy, the polarity, the balance, the scales, karmic scales. So I feel like you've gone through those hard times. You've gone through the healing journey, whatever it was, the karmics. Maybe you're dealing with karmic energy. And you turned it around. You turned it around, you changed it, transformed it. Through this Scorpio energy, I feel like Scorpio season, you have transformed. If you're not seeing it, it's just you're holding on to something that you need to let go. It's a mental block. It's not actually what's happening. Our minds are more powerful than we think. They create things that aren't even there. And the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, exactly. We create, but depends. What are we creating? Which way are we turning? Which way is our dial turning? Our spiritual dial, like, are we being stuck in this lower energy of being, I can't do it, you know? This always happens to me at Ten of Swords, where in the Ten of Swords, it's a person on the ground with all these wounds on their back, right? Like, but they're not up, they're not learning from it, they keep going back to the same things and the same thing happens. So doing the same thing doesn't get different results. Don't expect that. You have to create it with your own. Fate is in your own hands, Wheel of Fortune. So this is all about you just turning that dial forward instead of backwards. I feel like maybe something happens around fall or spring, you know, in the time changes, something has been awoken within you. There's been more clarity, more light, more clarity. Maybe you need to go and get more light, but I feel like you're really untangling this web, seeing it for what it is, and you're growing from it. Like, the web is, and you're outside of the web, you know? It's like, but you just need to see it. Perhaps all of this is distractions. It's distracting you from, you're already out of the web. You're already out of the Ten of Swords, but something is making you feel like that. So you're just needing to see it. And look at that. Is that not the Ten of Swords? That is, wow. Okay, that's really cool. And 10-10. 10-10. Wow. And my phone's at 10%. And Ace of Cups. New beginnings. You've realized, you released what you thought you wanted to hold on to, what emotionally you were charging. You were charging your batteries on low, and whoever else was always continuously using your battery. So, but you're never getting charged, right? But you would keep providing the energy. So you're constantly feeling drained. I feel like you're finally realizing, no, I don't have to stay in this web of crap energy. Yeah, you're going from the darkness. Now that you see in the dark, it's kind of like you realize you're that pure white owl, you know, like, you are such a good person after seeing, like, you wish no harm on others. So yeah, it's like you're coming out of that web of deceit, not getting back what you put in. Always just, everyone, I feel like people that you give chances to over and over, it just turns out like a mess. It's like a ball of yarn with the cat playing with all over the place, all cut up. And so now I feel like you're just kind of like staring at yourself in that, where you were with the Ten of Swords in my other, usually the tarot, the original Rider tarot. The man has, he's lying on the ground with the sword on his back, not moving. So it's like the ending is happening, but still not doing anything. You know, like that victim, staying in that victim mentality. And when I read the Ten of Swords, this was why I said triggering, okay? So please, it's just from the deck, blame the deck, pocket, tarot, the wild unknown, that's what it is, the wild unknown. So, okay, so I hope this will open you to awareness of your potential, because those who do this deceiving energy, you know, constantly harming and not really feeling any, like, cold energy, know that this isn't something that it's you, like, this is that narcissist energy that just it's going on within the collective. So it could be someone around you, doesn't have to be someone you're with. but I feel like this is something that you're being released from. Okay, it could be a family member, it could be anybody, friend, a situation. Okay, let's just say a situation has made you feel like constantly. Okay, when the Ten of Swords appears, it's first off, it's the rock bottom, hitting your rock bottom. And what happens when you hit your rock bottom? That is that moment of bam, like awareness. That's usually when people get their awakenings. My father passed away, and that's definitely dealing with that. That's where mine came from, but you know, we all go through challenges, and I think that's what makes us understand humans better, like makes us have a better understanding, better empathy of others. When you go through it, you're kind of like, oh my gosh, like you're aware that other people are going through the same thing, and just to have an understanding that you don't know what people are going through, so it kind of keeps you a less of assuming or judgmental, you know. So you may finally have hit rock bottom right now. I think been a while. That Nine of Swords, where keeping up at night, trying to convince yourself of something. It's like stuck in your mind, but that's not a good energy to stay in, right? It can drive you crazy. You've let others walk all over you while you play the victim. I don't feel like this, okay? Is it possible that you love the backstabbing and drama too much? I don't feel like love it. I feel like, meaning like you get used to it. When you get used to something and it feels not normal, but like you're almost more comfortable in something you to expect. I mean, it's not fun, but it's almost so comforting to, okay, whenever you get out of this energy and you're not being stabbed in the back and somebody makes promises to you that, no, like, you know, like you believe it because you want to, because not that you love the drama, but you just, I feel like you love who they are, who they can be, right? You love I feel like who you may be seeing is Jekyll and Hyde. So like you see, you what you liked in this person first, or what you first saw was a side of kindness, but over time it's been exposed of, you know, you're not feeling as comfortable, as safe. So something has been awakened, aware. Something's really been shown. I feel like they could have even shown you in how the little bit of the lies, you know, the little hidden things. So to move forward right now, you need to focus on something else. There's something to focus on other than this. I feel like getting out of that, the movie, you know, the role the person's playing, and you're not meaning to play with them, but I feel like you get dragged into it. So needing to come into your own, create your own, and just get out of this energy. Rock bottom is showing you that there's nowhere else to go but up. Okay, so releasing this energy, releasing that this is the end of, and it's time to flip this energy around. Like every negative situation has a positive. It's the energetic cycles. It has to be like that. What goes up has to come down. What goes down, you know. So it's time to find out what is coming in for you. So know that this is being taken, or this is being completed. You know, it's a completing of a cycle. Just think of it as a completing, and you're leveling up to a new chapter. All right, and the new chapter, look at this card. It's beautiful, right? It's a new beginning. It's a cup that is full of endless possibilities, right? It's just a new chapter that embodies love, and embodies happiness, and embodies an emotion that feels good, like a lighthearted new beginning. It's kind of like releasing all that pain, and just as much as you felt pain, you feel love. So right now it's time to walk almost with a new energy, where you've leveled up, because you know that you're sure of one thing, you know, you're sure that you see the good things in yourself now. You know, after others have tried to pointed out the bad things, I really feel like you're like, no, I'm not that monster that you try to hide. But you're like that really authentic person, you know, that has this wisdom. And I feel like sometimes you don't feel like you feed your ego, so you're humbled. And I feel like this is what's so powerful about you, is you don't show it to everybody in a forceful way, which is actually the opposite. So 10, 10, and 1. So you're taking that 10 and you're turning it to the 1, the magician, the creator. All right, so it's amazing, guys. New beginnings, right? There's no ending without a beginning, and the beginnings are always better than the ends. And the old chapter, right? The chapter is coming for you. It is all about, like, happiness, right? It's all about that connection energy, relationships, but the relationships that you love yourself. It's like this new self-love for yourself. And when you fill your own cup with love, and you know how to do that, you don't need, I just put it on my cards again. Oh boy, higher power. On the bottom, definitely. This is all about a higher energy. The higher the energy, higher the frequency, the more powerful the power. You don't share it, right? Because others can see it. Even if you don't see it, they can see it. So if you need time to breathe out from this closing out of cycles, this mental breakdown, but what breaks down goes back up, and it's like breakdown. You gotta break down that energy, and then you have that aha breakthroughs, deep knowing. And that deep knowing, it's like now you see. It's like you're not in this energy anymore, you're above, right? With your intuition guiding you. It's time to go on a new path, time to go in a new direction. And this ending is, that's where you're going. It's time. It's time. You know something deeper for you. There's something that you have been revealed, that's broken down, some kind of belief, or some kind of, it closed a door and now another one's opening. I'm really seeing that poised. All right. Poised, yin, and by the book. So I feel like you're changing directions, right? You're changing what was written in history, what we always been told, what's been told about from our grandparents to our mother, to us, passed around. It's always been by a certain way. And a book is something that's written by one person, right? You're writing your own chapter. Look at this, poised, standing strong. It's like the hangman but flipped around. It's like you are so connected, aligned, balanced. You're so balanced. It's like balance beam. Oh my gosh, yeah. It's like you just got it. You got that flow. And with that yin, yeah, you're connecting. You're connected. Connect to the sacred energy. And it's just running through you. You've released it. 84. It's like that inner strength, that inner power. The power within you that you hold. Like a lioness. The female. Your duality is coming out. You're balancing your duality within you and relationships and the truth. Feel like now it's a breath of fresh air when you're now allowed to grow within your truth. You're connecting with your truth. You're honoring it. All right? So where are you going to go on this fork on the road? There's something has completely stopped, changed, energetically is pulling you. And it was an energy that got swept from beneath you. The rug got pulled from beneath you. You know, like, where did this wall come from? It wasn't there before. So it's a new road. It's a new road. So don't forget to breathe and calm. And this is a new chapter. All that glitter, something that looked like gold is actually rotten underneath this. So the mask is just all an illusion. So don't go for the shiny things that look good, the quick fixes, don't see that everything you've been told is all for what it sees, for what your eyes see sometimes, or not. It's not what it is, right? All that glitter is hiding. It's hiding something lost, creating something that is disconnecting us from our true self, right? Something about history, something about that has been programmed within generations. It's causing this kind of like shiny object thing, we're focusing on one thing, but it's causing us to disconnect from families. That orphan energy is really feeling lost, having nobody, alone in the nest. So healing what we've been told. Imagine the world it could be if we could all just create positivity. All right. I love you guys. Hope you're all amazing. And just know that you are all the energy. There's nothing wrong with you. You're perfect. So don't be stuck in captivity, all right? Stand in your power and don't let anybody push you down. All right? Till next time, stay balanced, stay healed, and stay lovely. Bye, guys.